Hello everyone. Welcome back to UK Pro Writers. Today, we have an intriguing topic to delve into. The impact of Chinese loans and investments on Western nations and the potential economic dependence and debt traps that may arise. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our insightful content. Now, let's get started. Importance of the research topic. The research on Chinese loans and investments leading to economic dependence and debt traps for Western nations is crucial due to its potential to reshape global economic dynamics and geopolitical power structures, affecting the autonomy and sovereignty of nations. Understanding the implications of growing financial ties with China is vital for policymakers and economists to develop informed strategies that safeguard the economic stability and independence of Western nations. With real-world examples highlighting the risks and challenges associated with such financial engagements, this research topic serves as a timely and imperative exploration into the complexities of international economic relationships, providing valuable insights for future policy decisions and diplomatic engagements. Real-world examples. Let's examine a real-world example to illustrate the potential economic challenges. In 2017, Sri Lanka faced difficulties in repaying the Chinese loans taken for the construction of the Hambantota port. As a result, the country had to hand over a 99-year lease of the strategically located port to China, highlighting the risks of debt dependency. Turning our attention to Africa, numerous nations have embraced Chinese investments through the Belt and Road Initiative. While these investments contribute to infrastructure development, concerns arise about the long-term economic dependencies created. For instance, some African countries face challenges in repaying loans, potentially compromising their economic sovereignty. These examples underscore the importance of our research topic, showcasing the real-world consequences of economic engagements with China and the intricate dynamics that may lead to dependency and debt traps for nations around the globe. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 1 typically includes the introduction to the research, featuring elements such as the research problem, its significance, research questions, objectives, and the rationale for undertaking the study. This section lays the groundwork for the entire research project, providing context, purpose, and a clear framework for the subsequent chapters. In any research journey, the introduction sets the stage. Here's why it's crucial in our exploration of Chinese loans and investments. Research problem. Identifying a clear problem is essential. For example, a research problem could be the increasing economic vulnerability of Western nations due to extensive reliance on Chinese financial support. Research significance. Highlighting the significance helps justify the study. In our case, the significance lies in understanding the potential geopolitical implications and economic risks associated with deepening ties with China. Research questions. Crafting precise research questions guides our exploration. Here are 3 examples. How do Chinese loans impact the economic autonomy of Western nations? What are the long-term consequences of heavy Chinese investments on the fiscal policies of these nations? How can Western nations mitigate the risks associated with economic dependence on China? Research objectives. To analyze the economic impact of Chinese loans on Western nations. To identify strategies for minimizing economic dependence on Chinese investments. To assess the effectiveness of existing policies in safeguarding Western nations from debt traps. Research rationale. Explaining the rationale provides context. For instance, the rationale behind our study is rooted in the need to better understand the consequences of intertwined economies and the potential threats it poses to national sovereignty. Chapter 2, Literature Review. Now, let's explore the literature review, a critical section that grounds our research in existing knowledge. Chapter 2, the literature review, involves a comprehensive survey of existing scholarly works relevant to the research topic. It encompasses the examination of theories, models, and empirical studies, identifying gaps in the current knowledge base and establishing a theoretical foundation for the research. Suitable subtopics. Subtopics may include the history of economic ties between China and the West, previous instances of debt traps, and the geopolitical motivations behind China's financial outreach. Theories and models. Consider theories like dependency theory and models like the debt trap model. Dependency theory helps us understand the power dynamics in economic relationships, while the debt trap model provides insights into how excessive debts can lead to strategic concessions. Literature gap. Identifying a literature gap is crucial. In our case, it could be the lack of comprehensive studies examining the long-term consequences of Chinese financial influence on Western economies. Chapter 3, Methodology. Chapter 3, the Methodology section, outlines the research design, conceptual framework, and methodological approach employed in the study. It details the chosen research philosophy, strategy, and data analysis methods, providing a clear roadmap for executing the research and ensuring its validity and reliability. Conceptual framework. Consider a framework with three independent variables like Chinese investments, economic policies, and national autonomy, all influencing the dependent variable, economic dependence. Research philosophy, approach, strategy, and choice. In a study of this nature, a pragmatic research philosophy, an inductive approach, a case study strategy, and a mixed methods choice could provide a comprehensive understanding. Data analysis method. Opt for a quantitative approach with statistical tools for large-scale data or a qualitative method for in-depth insights. It depends on the nature of your research questions. Ethical considerations. Ethical considerations are paramount. For instance, ensure participant consent, data privacy, and unbiased reporting. An example could be respecting the confidentiality of sensitive financial information. Limitations and delimitations. Be transparent about limitations, such as constraints on data access, and delimitations, like focusing only on a specific time frame or geographical region. Chapter 4, Data Analysis. Now, let's talk about analyzing the data, based on our recommended methodology. Chapter 4, the Data Analysis section, entails the application of the chosen research methodology to analyze the collected data. This chapter presents the findings, interprets the results, and may include statistical analyses or qualitative insights, contributing to the overall understanding of the research questions. Quantitative analysis. For quantitative analysis, determine an appropriate sample size based on statistical power. For example, a sample size of 500 respondents could provide reliable insights into economic trends. Qualitative analysis. In qualitative analysis, a sample size of 20-30 participants may be sufficient for in-depth interviews or focus groups. This allows for rich, detailed responses. Chapter 5, Conclusion and Recommendations. As we wrap up our research journey, the conclusion and recommendations become pivotal. Conclusion. Summarize key findings and their implications. Our study might conclude with insights into the economic vulnerabilities of Western nations and the need for strategic diversification. Recommendations. Provide actionable recommendations. For instance, suggesting policies to enhance economic resilience, foster diverse partnerships, and mitigate the risks associated with heavy reliance on Chinese loans and investments. Future research suggestions. And finally, for future researchers out there, consider exploring the dynamics of economic dependence in different regions, the role of international institutions in regulating financial relationships, or the impact of technological advancements on economic alliances. And there you have it, our comprehensive guide on researching the economic impact of Chinese loans and investments on Western nations. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow researchers. Stay tuned for more deep dives into intriguing topics. Happy researching!